I heard something today. It was a young person in their 20s. And I think every month I'm going to make a public service announcement, not as a real estate guy, but as someone who has been very interested in financials and building wealth for almost 20 years. And it started with, saving as much money as I could. It started with $100 a month, then $200 a month, right? Saving, spending less than you earn, right? But the premise I'm hearing a lot, and this is people under 40, is like either number one, they don't want to own a home, and I think that's part of the group of people. The bigger part of the group of people are they're never going to own a home, or they'll never make enough money, or things are too expensive, right? It's too expensive to buy a home, so I'm never going to own a home. And almost as if they attack wealth or people who can afford a home, right? It's not fair that other people own homes and I can't. My public service announcement is, in the last 3 years, I've probably helped 30 or 40 people under 40 years old buy homes in Northern California, one of the most expensive places on the planet. And they weren't doctors or attorneys or business owners making $1 million a year. What they all had in common is just this massive desire to own a home. And they also had this commitment, and they knew in their heart that if they bought a home, if they scrounged and lived off rice and beans and didn't buy the best iPhone or MacBook, they knew if they saved their money and lived like crap for 5 years to be able to buy their first home, that it would change their life, right? That's the first step to the middle class. And I can tell you with certainty, my life didn't change until I bought my first property. And the exponential growth that happens after that, 5 years, 10 years down the road, your financial picture is completely changed. So I want to shout from the mountaintops, you are able to buy a home. If you're making the excuse that you can't, I would challenge you to really buckle down and say, well, where am I spending money that I shouldn't, right? Do I have an iPhone 14, right? Do I have a MacBook? Can I buy used clothes? Can I stop eating out? Can I clip coupons and save money when I buy groceries? Because owning a home is the answer to fighting inflation. If you own assets, if you own things that go up in value, as prices go up, so do assets, right? So I think it's really important, if you're a parent or you have family that's young, you should be teaching them the very first thing you need to do, obviously schooling and getting a good career, but you need to start learning how to save money. It starts small, and then when you start making real money, don't grow your lifestyle, save more money, buy your first home. That's your number one priority before you own. And it's just making me sad to see so many people attacking, really having this feeling of attacking people who can afford to buy. It's not that they can afford to buy because they have so much money. It's that they made wiser financial decisions and they sacrificed to be able to save money so that they can build wealth through owning real estate. That's your PSA for today. Everyone should be teaching people who are young, this is possible. I help people do it all the time. They're teachers, they're plumbers, they work for plumbing companies. It's possible.